Welcome back. Welcome to episode 15 of Huerta Urbana, where, as you saw last episode, we're starting to see lots of tomatoes, and in this episode, it just gets better. Tomatoes are more red, and they're even bigger. There's going to be some tomatoes you're going to see in this video, and you actually see that they almost don't even fit into my hand. That's how big some of these tomatoes are. So it's been pretty neat so far as this is coming along. This is the first time I've really had these big tomatoes. I've had success with cherry tomatoes, but with big tomatoes, not so much since I started gardening, since I came back to gardening. And as you've watched over the last couple of months, you can tell that the dirt and I have a special bond. And I'm actually looking to bring that bond to those that are looking for it, and also to those that don't quite understand the importance of the bond between dirt and us as humans. So I'm writing a book about this, and I want your help. I'm planning on calling it Playing in the Dirt, the Answer to Your Health Problems. What do you think of that title? What would you suggest as a title? Let me know in the comment section. Let me know what you would like to have in the book so I can make the book the best possible service to you. That's what I'm looking to do. I'm looking to make this book the best possible service to the reader, and I know that you that are watching this are going to want to read this type of a book, so that's what I'm trying to get your help on. So let me know in the comment section what you think about what you just heard. As you also will see in this episode, I got a dog problem. The dog problem I had is pretty much gone. I have a different problem in my front yard garden. I'll let you watch the video to see what exactly that is, but I would also like to know in the comment section any suggestions on how I can fix my new problem. Let me know in the comment section. Hopefully we can figure out some ways to fix my new problem I have in the front yard. It's been here and there, but it's come back now. Many of you over the last couple of years, if you've listened to my podcast or if you've just been watching Huerta Urbana, I might have talked about it, but my deepest struggle is actually the internal battle. And if it's my deepest and hardest struggle, I imagine it also is for many other people. And I'd like to share something about that today. I'm reading a book called The Daily Stoic. It's by Ryan Holiday. It's where you read something every day. He has a new little quote to read of a Stoic philosopher every day. And I'd like to summarize what he wrote about on March 19th. So again, my hardest struggle is the internal battle, and it's hard for me because that's where we're completely in control. But many times it feels like we're not. It feels like we have no control of what's going on up here. But actually, it's the only thing that we do have complete control of. We don't have control of anything that has to do outside. But our choices and how we decide to act on certain stimuli, we do. And that's really the only thing in which we do have total control. And that is hard for me to say. And I imagine it's hard for you guys to hear if that's one of your deep struggles also, is that internal battle. It's hard for me to say that because sometimes it actually feels like it isn't. But he talks about in the book that we are in control. This part on March 19th, and when we feel irritated or we feel something is wrong or something's bad happening to us, those things come from inside. They come from our beliefs in ourselves or what's around us, our expectations of ourselves or what's around us. But just as easy is to believe that certain things are bad and certain things are wrong and they irritate us, it's just as easy to accept those expectations, those moments in life, just accept them and love what's happening around us. So that really hit home for me because we choose to accept and love what is happening around us, no matter what it is. No matter what it is, we can choose to accept and love what is happening around us, even though it seems so difficult. I can talk about just an experience today that I had where it happens. And it's all on us. We can choose to accept and love what is happening around us. And one of the ways that I get myself into that mindset to be able to accept and to love what is happening around me is by playing in the dirt. It's been one of the best therapeutic helps that I could possibly imagine, playing in the dirt. And that's why I'm trying to bring this all out, because it can and it will help if we get back to dirt, get back to the nature, start playing in the dirt, start doing that stuff that we as humans have done since the beginning. You guys are awesome. Thanks for watching, and I hope taking this obstacle and turning it into a way is helping you, because it's helping me, and I'm glad I'm being able to do this. Hopefully it's inspiring you to also get out there and plant your garden. It's turning into springtime in the southern hemisphere, so it's about that time. I'm turning into the fall garden now. It's going to be fall in a couple of days. So it's that time, and it's going to start to get pretty busy. Well, enjoy this episode. Well, here's another update of our garden. So as you can see, those really big tomatoes are about red. Look at that one. I mean, that's just a monster of a tomato. I'm pretty stoked about these tomatoes. My squash plant didn't make it, so it actually died, but I did get one squash out of it, and it's coming along. So look at that. And I'm also seeing a lot of dry leaves. As you can see, my tomato plants are looking a little dry, so I'm trying to figure out how I can help that. Because I don't think it's a lack of water, because I'm definitely giving them enough water. So I have to figure that out. I have to give them more compost too. We're still eating a lot of these carrots. So still got a lot of carrots, beautiful. They're not the really long ones, but they're still pretty good. Still a little bit of lettuce coming in. That's coming in, that nice pepper plant. We have another pepper plant here too that's coming in. There we go. So I'm gonna clean this out. Let that. We have another little squash plant over here. And look at that. So we got a squash coming in. It's kind of a butternut squash, you can call it. We have another pepper plant there. There's the comfrey plants, which every 2 weeks I'm having to cut these leaves off. But really neat. Look at all these tomatoes that are turning red. They're really neat. And look at all these tomatoes too. We got some red tomatoes over there. And we also have just tons of tomatoes on this plant, just all over the place. Even hidden under here, you can see all these tomatoes. Just beautiful. And we're eating. And we've eaten about 6 or 7 tomatoes. So looking pretty good back here as summer comes. Here's 2 monsters. I just wanted to show you a couple of the tomatoes we're picking from the garden, but check that out. I mean, look how they fit into my hand. Some monster tomatoes. We've eaten, I don't know, maybe 15 tomatoes in total. These are the 2 biggest ones that we've gotten so far, and I'm gonna actually cut those up and eat those now. That's coming from my backyard garden in planter boxes. Pretty awesome, I tell you. And we are in the front yard, so here you're looking at the potatoes. So with my daughter, we're gonna probably dig those up in a couple days to see how the potatoes. There's the tomato plant, it's still there, it's got some flowers almost. There's the comfrey plant up front, it's also got some pretty nice growth. I did plant some arugula, and it's coming up pretty nicely, so we're gonna actually be eating arugula pretty soon. And we got some all over the place. We have some over here too. So seeds fell over here too, right there, all over the place, which is really neat. Our squash plants, unfortunately, if I showed it to you, I had a beautiful squash going right there. And having a garden in the front yard means people can take what they want. So someone took that, and one isn't even ready to eat yet, but someone decided to take that. Probably some kid that didn't even know what it was, unfortunately. So there's the potato plants. The squash plants continue to grow strong. We have some little bit of lettuce over there still. The squash plant coming all the way over there. It's got some new fruit on it. But this one, it's pretty sick. We'll see how it goes. So you can see it's dead, and then as the leaves go, it turns green, but there's something on those leaves. If you know what it is, let me know, because I actually don't know. I'm thinking it's some type of fungus, but let me know what you guys think as we move forward. Also up front here into the first row, so the Swiss chard's growing in pretty nicely too. So we got some Swiss chard, so hopefully we'll get some Swiss chard soon. We did get a pretty nice rain the other day,
kind of makes them flat because we don't have a lot of sun, so they grow tall and don't have really strong stalks. And we still get some pretty good Swiss chard. And there's 2 other squash plants that I'm letting grow to hopefully see if we get anything from it. The sad thing is I don't know if I'll get anything. At least someone will be eating some healthy food because they usually take them before I can take them. There's the mint, and you can also see back there that's the lemon balm. So this is the garden up front. I'm gonna have to clean it up just a little bit, but that's how we're looking so far. Pretty neat, huh? And before I let you guys go, remember to subscribe if you want to never miss any of these episodes of the Huerta Urbana. Not only subscribe, but if you want more information of what I do and who I am, www.pastorperezfarm.com, you can get all the other information about who I am. We'll see you in a couple weeks on the next episode of Huerta Urbana.